Bus commuters can breathe a sigh of relief as Satawu's planned bus strike has been postponed. Unions are going back to the table for negotiations. Workers threatened to shut down the sector this Easter weekend. They're demanding an 8% wage increment across the board, but the employer is offering 7%. Let's discuss this with Satawu's spokesperson, Amanda Tshemese. Thank you so much for your time, Amanda. We do appreciate it. Let's just speak about the decision to postpone the strike. Is it solely for further negotiations, or did this have anything to do with what was going to happen over the Easter weekend and the demand of commuters wanting to travel via bus?
Thank you so much, Hayde, and a very good morning to your viewers at home. And I think I need to clarify one thing. You are right, because there's been a confusion lately. People saying that the strike has been cancelled. I need to clarify that the strike is not cancelled, but rather it is postponed, or rather it is on hold for now as the negotiations are continuing. And the employer is currently offering us a 6% increment, which we have rejected because the organization is very clear. Anything below the consumer price index is not an increment at all. It won't make any difference to the people of the poor, the workers, and the working class in particular. So at this current moment, I can confirm that the mediator has tabled a proposal of 7% for a year, which we are considering as a union, and we are hoping that on Tuesday, when we meet again, we are going to find a common ground. And I think I need to state that the Easter weekend is going to be peaceful. People are going to be able to travel to their different destinations in the country.
So you say the strike has been postponed and you are going back to negotiate and back to the drawing board, basically. Should you not be satisfied, are you willing as a union to move away from that 8%, or are you committed to that 8% wage increase?
We have been consulting our members and workers throughout the country, and I can confirm that the organization is considering to accept the 7% tabled by the mediator. But at this current moment, we do not want to commit on anything until we meet again on Tuesday. But yes, we are considering, we are likely to see the strike being cancelled on Tuesday after the meeting.
Okay, if the strike does go ahead, say now on Tuesday you have discussions, you're not satisfied as a union, what kind of impact would we be seeing? How many workers are likely to go on strike if you're not happy come Tuesday?
The organization is representing 4,600 workers at the passenger sector. And of course, as we all know, that it is not only about us, our members and workers, but the country. Our economy is already struggling. And you know that the poor and the working class, they rely on these services on a daily basis, traveling to their workplaces and to their homes almost every day. So it is not only about us, but it is going to affect negatively the poor and the working class, and also our economy that is already struggling. So we are hoping that we don't go on strike, because it will be it will have a bad impact in our economy.
Certainly, I get that, but I'm just trying to ask a question in terms of a viewer that's watching and wondering what happens come Tuesday and you don't, come to some sort of agreement with the employer. Which buses are likely to be affected should the strike go ahead? I know you're saying that you will most likely cancel your plan to strike, but what happens if you do go on strike? How many workers, and can you give us an indication of which buses?
Well, the organization is representing workers in PATCO. We're talking about Ria Vaya, Tshwane, the city of Cape Town, and those long distance buses, including your Intercape and city to city, etc., etc. And as I have said earlier on, that we have more than 4,600 workers in the passenger sector that are likely to be affected if we indeed go to strike.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We'll obviously be checking up with you on Tuesday to figure out if you've come to some sort of agreement. But as you've just mentioned, the strike is likely to be postponed. Thank you so much. That was Amanda, who's Satawu's spokesperson.